My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekhar classes on Applied Data Science with Python. This is lecture number 298. In this lecture, I will continue my discussion on decision surfaces. In this lecture, we will try to understand decision surfaces with a few more other data sets. First, these decision surfaces is related to k-nearest neighborhood algorithm. First, let me consider ushape.csv file. As I told you, we collected 9 data sets. We will try to understand decision surfaces with the help of these 9 data sets. I will provide all these data sets and code after few days in my Google site. As I told you, first we will try to understand output, then we will try to understand code after 1 or 2 lectures. Just see, this is the U-shaped data set. Just see this one. This is set of all red points, isn't it? This is something like this one. And what about other data points? This is other data points. It is just like 2 U's. I can say they are just similar to 2 U's, isn't it? It's something like this. These are 2 U's. 2 U's overlapping one another, isn't it? When k equal to 1, we will see the crazy things. Red point in blue region. Just see here, red point. This is red point in blue region, isn't it? Because of this red point, this is marked as red. Again, this is a red point in blue region. Because of this one, this has got color, red color. Let me say like this. When k equal to 1, we will see the crazy things, red points in blue region. Because of one red point, this region became red. Just observe this one. Because of this one red point, this region became red. In similar manner, because of this one red point, this region became red. But as k value increases, some of this craziness will go away. For k value is increasing means what? If you notice, for k equal to 15, just let me show, this is for k equal to 15. If you observe carefully, we literally got the whole blue shape here. Just see, we literally got this whole blue shape. Now we don't have redness here. Now you don't have redness here. Because k equal 15 means we are considering 15 neighboring points. Even if you observe for k equal to 5, just see, for k equal to 5, what's happening? Even for k equal to 5, things works well. This whole region, just see, this whole region is blue. If you observe carefully, this is decision surface. This whole region is blue, isn't it? This whole region is blue. This whole region is red. This whole region is red. This region is red. This region is blue, isn't it? Ideally, what should it have said? Ideally, it should have said this region is red. Which region? Let me say like this. This region. Ideally, it should have said this region is red and this particular region is, let me redraw it otherwise. Just see, ideally it should have said this region is red, isn't it? And this region is as blue, isn't it? But isn't it? Yes. But this region, if you observe carefully, this whole region is red. This whole region is red and this whole region is blue, isn't it? But in this region, I really don't know much, because I don't have much data. Here I don't have 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 data. In similar manner, here I don't have data. Here I don't have data. But still it is giving some color. Similarly, in this region, in the blue region, I don't have much data. In the shaded region, let me write otherwise. In the shaded region, here it should have said shaded region. This is the shaded region, that you must understand. This is the shaded region. Here you don't have data. In the shaded region, it should have said, it should have said, don't know very well. Don't know very well. What's the reason? We don't have data. But by property of KNN, if I take any query point here, just let me say, if I take any query point here, by property of KNN, it will search for 5 nearest neighbors. It will search for 5 nearest neighbors. Because of that 5 nearest neighbors, even though if data is not available, this will be colored, or that this particular region, this is marked as red. In similar manner, if I take any query point, if I take 5 neighbors, 5 nearest neighbors, this will be marked as blue. Even though data is not available in these regions, it has got some color, either red color or blue color. Let's take for k equal to 1, other data set. This is about, as k value increases, this decision surface, you will get smoother decision surface, as I discussed in my previous classes. Now, we will try to understand this with another, we will try to understand decision surfaces with some other data set, that is concentric circles data set. Again, this is a CSV file. I will provide all these CSV files. First, we will try to understand decision surface for concentric circles. Let's take this concentric circle data set, very interesting data set. By using these simple data sets, we can understand how this algorithm work. Here, what to do? We have set of blue points. Just observe this one. Here we have set of blue points. Just see, this is we have set of blue points, and the other set of, in here we have other set of red points. There are 2 sets, isn't it? Let me redraw it. I have set of blue points. This is one circle, let me say. There is another circle that is with set of red points. These are 2 concentric circles. All blue points are in my first circle. Just see, all blue points are in my first circle, and red points in between first circle and second circle, isn't it? These red points are in between first and second circles. What are the concentric circles? Basically, what is concentric circle? Concentric circle means with same center with a different radius, isn't it? When k equal to 1, k is small, we will get all the jogged lines. If you observe carefully, what is the decision surface here for k equal to 1? Just see this one. You are getting crazy structure. You are getting jogged line structure. Is it not jogged line? Is it not bending like anything? You are getting a jogged line, very crazy looking decision surface. This is crazy looking decision surface. As k increases, for example, for k equal to 5, you are getting much more smoother surface. This is little bit smoother surface compared to k equal to 1. As k increases, let me say, for k equal to 5, if you are getting much more smoother structure here, but things can also go wrong when k is large enough. If you increase k, for large values of k, for example, just see, for k equal to 15, yes, for k equal to 15, it is smoother. Just see, this is smoother. It's better. It's a smoother surface. But what happens, as I told you, for large values of k, but things can also go wrong when k is, I will write things can also go wrong. Things can also go wrong when k is large. For example, just say k value is 13. How this decision surface? It is a crazy decision surface. Just see, It's so many jogged lines. For example, for k equal, just if you draw it, it's a crazy decision surface. So many jog. It's not smooth surface. It's not smooth surface. For example, if you consider this point for k equal 30, what happens? You have density of points here, density of blue points here, density of blue points. For k equal 30 means 30 nearest neighborhood, 30 nearest neighborhood points means you will get more blue points. Therefore, this color will get blue, isn't it? That you can certainly, one can understand. For k equal 30 means you are getting a crazy structure, isn't it? Just play around this, change values of k, observe, try to understand decision surfaces. Now similarly, there is other data set. This is also concentric circles, but here we have two concentric circles. Just if you observe, now similarly, there is other data set, two sets of concentric circles, isn't it? Red points, just see, these are red points which are surrounded by blue points. Just see, this is surrounded by blue points, isn't it? In similar manner, this red points is also surrounded by blue points. Means there are two concentric circles. Again, the same story. As k value increases, the surface gets smoother and smoother. Just see here, decision surface. Just if you observe carefully, here decision surface is something crazy structure. Just see. Whereas here you are getting, for k equal to 5, you are getting more smoother decision surface. Just for k equal to 1, for k equal to 1, you are not getting smoother surface. For k equal to 5, for k equal to 15, just you are getting nice decision surface. Just see, you are getting nice decision surface, isn't it? As k value increases, you are getting much more smoother surface. If you observe, there is one more data set, that is linearly separable data set. This is linearly separable linear sep.csv file. Here if you observe carefully, for k equal to 1, this is called linearly separable. Almost, I can say, almost linearly separable, just because of this one point. Just see, just because of this one point, what's happening here? Just because of this one blue point, we have crazy structure. For small value, for k equal to 1, you are considering one nearest neighborhood, means you are getting blue color here. Just because of this blue point, just because of this one point, we have crazy structure. For small value of k, just see, you are getting some crazy structure. Because k equal to 1. As k value increases, just see, if k equal to 5, just see, you don't have this issue. As you are getting, just here you have issue, but here you don't have issue. Just compare these things. Here you have some jogged surface. Here you don't have jogged surface. Why? Because here you are considering 5 nearest neighbors. In the case of 5 nearest neighbors, you are getting much more smoother surface. As k value increases, you are getting much more smoother surface. As I told you, just play around this by changing values of k. In my next lecture also, I will continue my discussion on decision surfaces. Then I will explain code behind this. Try to understand decision surface for different data sets, how it changes. Just try to understand decision surface by changing different k values. Thank you very much.